Hello there, my YouTube friends. Once again, we've got another unboxing to do, and this one is brought to you care of 3A. Well, I say brought you care of 3A. It's brought you care of me, but I bought this thing from 3A. I've seen a few people with this one. I've saw how incredible some of the poses it can get out of it are. I did used to enjoy the Transformers movies back in the early days when they first came out. I've never really watched any of the newer ones. I think they just started to go a bit stupid for me, so I haven't really watched any of them. Maybe I need to watch them just to know if they were any good or not, but I heard so many bad stuff about them, so I just didn't bother. This one I did watch, enjoyed the movie. It sort of took us back to the sort of the older things with it. But this guy, when I saw a few reviews of him, I thought to myself, you know, it is when I can get it at a good price, I'm going to have to treat myself. So there you go. He's in the collection now. So looks a nice box. Yeah, quite a big box, and it's quite a heavy box as well, because this is basically a metal figure. Not much on the side. The back is but you don't need it to be anything sort of extra special, do it? And the top just has a BumbleBee on. I don't know if the front, oh, yes, the front lifts. If only you can't see it properly, and even I can't see it properly because of the light shining on it. I don't know how I think it would be if I turn this light off. It's not the best in the world, so we'll get the light back on so you can see better again. But we're going to get this thing out and show you what it comes with, and then have a go at seeing what it's like, the articulation wise, because it looks like it's going to be a fantastic piece. It is quite a nice weight to it. Now, I must admit, when I got this, I bought it from China. Comes superbly packaged. I mean, I've got to admit that I can't fault them for the packaging. The packaging was superbly packaged, covered in yeah, lovely little, if I can get it in here, covered with loads of bubble wrap. Literally, the actual, this box was covered in bubble wrap, put inside of another box with the side pieces on each corner of the boxes, and that was covered in bubble wrap as well. I mean, literally, you couldn't ask for a better job of having it actually thingied up so it was protected. It would come in perfect nick. Even this thingy had a plastic on it as well as the bubble wrap, so can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. But let's get it out, show you what we get. So here you go, guys. This is all the stuff out, but obviously the character himself. This is what you're going to get with it. Got an intensive sort of instruction manual here with quite a bit of information on there. And I suggest it is something that you would look at, because there is a lot of sort of little things we can throw to here that you've got to beware of collision areas with it, that you can't move certain things out the way to help with that. So that's pretty good. It's a pretty nice sort of booklet done well. And here we go, guys. This is the stuff. Again, got a nice base. I've left it inside the plastic because, you know me, I don't use bases unless I've got the, so I will leave this inside this plastic thing and put it away. Yeah, but it's soft plastic. You know what I mean? It's nothing to write home about. There's some sort of nice detail on it, but yeah, it's a base. This part of the base is a bit more sort of unique in the way it's done. You know, that's sort of quite tiny. That sort of thing can come out, go back in. That thing's on a pivot. This thing's on a pivot. This thing can move up and down, so you're in the position that you want it in. So I mean, that's, you know, that's pretty good. Certainly a lot better than some of the other ones. And then of course we've got these bits. So you got an extra head sculpt. Get this thing to zoom in. Here we go. That's better. You've got the extra head sculpt. This is the battle head sculpt. The ears will actually go up on it. I mean, the detail on it's lovely. Yeah, it looks sort of battle damaged and a bit worn. You know, the yellow looks dirty. Like he's been through a bit of rough and tumble. You see it's on like a little ball joint. Yeah. But I mean, it's lovely amount of detail on it. Soft, it's plastic. Yeah, it's quite light. But it's nicely detailed. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. If the eyes lit up, I don't know whether they do or not, it would be better again, but that's cool. We'll have I think this is like a wrist rocket thing. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's any moving parts on that, but it looks like, no, I can't feel any. I mean, that's again, you see how it's sort of dirty looking. It's been through the wars. Pretty good, pretty cool. Nicely detailed. Again, it's just plastic, so it doesn't gonna weigh too much. And we get two of these end mirrors. It's actually doors by the looks of it, because there's an old crank handle I used to have from years ago. You don't even know what they are these days, I'll bet. Again, sort of nicely weathered and worn. We have two actual doors, the front doors of it. Again, weathered, worn. Attention to detail is fabulous, you know. The old handle for opening it, the thing for pulling it shut, and the window winder, which a lot of people these days won't even know what the hell that is. Winding the window up and down. Not in the past. It's cool. You have two open hands. Again, sort of weather worn. It's a shame there's no articulation in these things. It is just plastic in its thing, because that would have been like even more amazing to find it had articulation in the fingers. Yeah, that would have been superb, but it doesn't. These slightly open style hands. Again, attention to detail. I mean, that is just a beautiful. Yeah, it's a wonderful looking piece. And there you go, that is what you're getting with it. So now we'll get out the character and show you himself, and see what the articulation's like on him. And here he is, guys. I mean, just look at this thing. Is that not incredible? It's a beautiful, beautiful looking piece. Heavy, weighty, because a lot of it is die cast on it, but he's a fabulous looking little beast. You're not going to have any issues. I mean, and the stand must be if you want to do him in some sort of dynamic pose where maybe one of his feet's completely off the floor or whatever, because his feet are so massive on it. You're not going to have an issue. I mean, even in this light box, where I've told you before, I have plenty of issues with getting things to stand in this light box because of the fact that it's so soft at the bottom end and springy that they're just, most of them can't stay upright. But I mean, just this thing, guys, for attention to detail, is fabulous. You know, you would honestly believe it was like a Hot Toys style thing. This, in fact, some of it is actually better than what you would get from Hot Toys. You know, it is that good. I am really, really impressed with this thing. Yeah, so many little moving parts and stuff like that, and the chances for articulation by the looks of it look like it's going to be phenomenal from what I've looked at in the actual instruction manual you get with it. It is incredible. Yeah, there is so much you can do with it. Yeah, I mean, the chest pieces here, these move in order to give you room to maneuver the shoulders around a bit more. Head, yeah, although it's sort of stuck in the thing, it can look sort of down. You look straight forward. It can look up a little bit. Yeah, you do have the sort of side to side tilt there. I mean, if I bring it in and let you have a proper look at this head sculpt. It is beauty. Yeah, an absolute beauty. Again, so that's as much as you want to bring them up, because obviously you try to bring any more than that, they're going to snap. Yeah, but you can sort of lift them up. And you can see you can, I'm looking left to right. You do have a little bit of up. Nice to it down, because the neck itself actually moves. So you can see it there, it's moving, and tilt it side to side. Yeah, like I said to you before, these bits can move and spin out the way in order for you to move the shoulders a bit more. Again, you just have to watch for the rubbing. Yeah, this bit doesn't catch on here and stuff like that. The shoulder pieces sort of move a fraction, but not much by the look. Actually, they do, look, there you are, see? You can see them come right out. So they've got their own little action on it. Yeah, we'll move this thing so it doesn't catch. I mean, that looks like it might be all you're going to get range of motion, because it's catching just here. So I don't know if you can get that any further. Like I say, I'm going to have a proper look in the instructions again myself, because you do have the shoulder joint is on a butterfly joint there, and then you do have the swivel. So the movement you're going to get on it, you know, is quite a bit, as long as everything's out of the way so you're not catching things. And then you can have your arm right the way up and have it actually coming right the way out. I mean, that's just, yeah, look at that one, guys. That's incredible. Yeah, the way they've managed to do it. Again, because it's a mechanical sort of thing, you can't have these looks in it, and it just works spot on. Yeah, you can take it right around. Again, you have to be careful for the back, or the wheel bits, because by the looks of it, they don't think, but you have to do turn. You can see them turning there, so that's pretty cool detail. He's got an elbow joint there that comes up, nice like double bend to that. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, you have a spin actually at the elbow joint as well, so you can actually, which is unusual. You don't get that sort of thing with the hot toys. You're getting a spin there as well, which is damn cool. You don't actually get, just move that arm down again, so the bicep swivel is there as well. So for being able to do some posing and what have you, this thing is mental. Probably one of the better things I've ever come across for actually its posability. That's just in the upper part of the body. Yeah, so you've got plenty of movement on the arms, the wrist. Right, this up again, so we can see, watch that thing. The wrist is on a swivel. So you just have to basically watch for these parts. Yeah, but it does have a bit of movement on it, not a great deal. Although you can, if you look at this wrist here, you can spin it completely round as long as you get it out far enough to think, because that is sort of slightly just touching the one below, so you have to watch for scraping on that. But you can lift it around and spin it completely around and then move it back into place. So this one, I take it, will be the same. If you can just get it into the right position. Yep, you see, you can spin it completely around on its axis. So that's damn good as well. The waist wise, it's just down a little bit, so you can see the waist. The waist wise itself, you can see, does have a bit of pivot there. Doesn't seem to have any motion on the waist bit, but I don't think you really need it, because he's got plenty of it in his hip section and that, you know. So lift this arm up slightly out of the way so we can see that these bits move as well. So you can get these actually waist. I mean that is phenomenal. It's literally coming. I'm just trying to grab it in place where I don't break the little bits of plastic that's on it at all. So as long as you bend it out, his leg will come literally up beyond the 90 degrees, which is damn cool. Goes back. Well, I'm just trying to see what potentially is stopping it. You see, there's nothing even to stop it from going right the way back. As long as you pull out at that joint. And look, it's literally going all the way back. That sort of outdoes any sort of hot toys thing like that. Again, you know. But it's just literally a case of like working out these joints. You know, you can pull that forward. You can see there, that joint will come literally quite a nice distance out. You know, as long as you're moving these things out the way so they don't catch. And you pretty much almost got the splits there. You know, that is how good it is. You're pretty much almost getting the split. Yeah. So you do have a bit of like a ball joint thing there to give you a bit of movement to help out with the motion. Cool as out. Let's have a look. The knee joint. It's a damn good double bend there. Yeah, you cannot want for more than that. You can actually move some of these things around so you get pivot on the bloody ankle. You've actually even got pivot on the toe. I mean, this thing is incredible, guys. It really is. I am really well and truly impressed with this thing. Yeah, it is superb. It's how much range of motion you have on it, how much stuff can move. You know, it's just wow. There's so much that I'm going to have to sort of mess around with, because obviously I want to find a really damn good pose to put him in where he looks super cool. But he's a phenomenal piece. Yeah, an absolutely phenomenal piece. And he just looks so damn cool. I mean, it's just the attention to detail on him is amazing. You know, all the little sort of cogs and sprockets and belts and levers and all that type of stuff on them all over the place is just mint. It really is. I'm just going to work out how I can get that thing to go back into place. It's got to be a way. This lever must push up somehow into there to let that thing go back down. But I'll have a look at that in a moment when I've got the camera off. Yeah, but I just think this is just spectacular. It really is. A job well done. And that has to go on the inside of that. It will. Let's have to rock back a bit. Where is it? Here you go, man. Rocks back a bit. Yeah, so that one's back in place. I just need to do this knee, get the knee back in place. We'll put the other couple of little parts on and see what they do and see what they look like. But this one is going to be fun. You can have lots of fun with this one, trying to pose it up and that. I think it can be so much with it. Like, it's just, you've got endless possibilities. I mean, almost endless possibilities for posing it. Yeah, and I think that is just amazing. And for the price, you know, you're not talking about huge prices. I got this for well under what you would pay for a Hot Toys. Yeah, so I am really impressed. Let's get these other little bits on it and have a look at what that looks like. As you can see, guys, we've put on this blaster arm here. we'll put on one of the open hands. You can't pivot that thing far enough back to make it look like he's trying to say stop. Yeah, which is a shame, because the forearm bit here stops it, which is a crying shame, because everything else in it is such an amazing thing, you know. But that you fact that you can't get his hand to go sort of without popping it off. I mean, that shows how easy it is. It's easy enough to pop on and off. That's one of the good things about these things. Though it would make us wonder that if you kept on doing it over periods of time, would that end up becoming an issue? Yeah, that's one of the things. But for most people, it probably wouldn't be an issue, because a lot of times you'll get it in a pose you love and you'll not literally bother changing again. You see, I've got the different head sculpt on, and we've put the two doors in. So what you got is, when we showed you had the two different doors, these ones here are basically like as if the doors were closed, so you can actually put these on his back. Yeah, so when you're seeing them from the back, you see them sort of open up like that. These ones would go on the back, and it would be like a closed doors to cover some of this thingy. Again, the only issue that I don't sort of think with is that with these being sort of plasticky, and it was sort of a bit of a faff trying to push them into the little hole that's in the back, that I would worry about whether these might snap if you keep on doing it over and over again, trying to get different poses, you know, or whether you might actually really do some damage to any bits of the plastic that's on there, you know, because it is a lot of things with all these yellow bits, all just bits of plastic, you know. So it makes us worry that at some point you might sort of snap one of these off if you're not sort of careful with it, you know. Because it is a load of just little movable joints that I think it's going to be hard to say, but maybe over time some of them might have an issue. You know, like I said, with that bit there going in and out, I do worry that that might sort of have an issue at some point, snapping. Again, if it's going to constantly take off his arms or take off his head or things like that, it's whether them joints will eventually sort of become sort of too easy to alter. But other than that, I mean, the piece is absolutely outstanding, and like I say, it wasn't hard to interchange any of them. Literally his arm to put the blaster on like that. Yeah, you just literally have to pull it out. Again, it's the sort of same thing. Yeah, it's a bit of plastic just here. Dead easy to do. No issues to do it with at all. You know, just literally slip that one out, line it up, and boom, it's in place. But no issues with it at all. Yeah, and he just looks absolutely brilliant. I think it's amazing, this thing, and I think it's a cool addition to anyone that likes the Transformers. I think this would be an absolute cool addition. So much you can do with it, so many different poses you could have with it. Yeah, you can't go wrong if you can get it at a decent price, and I got this at a decent price, so I'm well happy, guys, well happy. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got anywhere near as much out of it that I got out of it. I know I don't sound that excited about it, but that's just me. I'm not American, guys. I'm English. You know, I'm not gonna be that sort of excitable character about things like this, but I do think he is well cool. Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I can't wait to get him, find somewhere he'll fit where he doesn't look out of place in the man cave. There we go, guys. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate anybody's support and those that have watched these things. I really do appreciate it, guys. It means a lot to me. Thanks so much. I will catch us in the next one. This is the Bearded Nerdy Oaf, and I am out of here.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.